Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on a Monday night. We made it through Monday. We're good. Before I go into the topic, real quick, I just want to say, and I'm probably not alone in this opinion, I don't give a flying flip. I could say a stronger word. Don't give a flip about the Oscars. All right. Don't care, haven't cared in years, haven't watched it in years, and never will. Okay. Don't care. I just have to get that off my chest. Okay. On to the topic. I'm a bit worried. Our leader, I'm not going to say the name, you know who I'm talking about, but there's been a lot of gaffes and a lot of stumbling lately. And it's kind of sad to see, um, but it's also very dangerous, especially here of late. I'm afraid the guy is going to stumble us into World War III. I really am. I mean, at first, a year ago or so, I'm like, well, this is just sad to watch. Uh, but now I'm really worried. How are we going to go through 2 more years or plus of this? But I really am. You want examples? Here are just a few of just here recently. He said that Putin is a butcher. I called him a lot worse than that. Called him a war criminal, guilty of crimes against humanity. He said Putin should not remain in power, so he's calling for regime change. And before any further, these things he's saying may or may not be true. Even if they're true, as the leader of the free world, you have to have communication skills and diplomatic communication skills. Okay. Okay. The other examples. He had a group of soldiers he was talking to. You may have seen this. And he was telling them what they're going to see when they go to Ukraine. So if I'm a soldier sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to Ukraine. This guy's just saying, he's just told us in effect that we're going there. Because he was talking about examples of things they're going to see, quote unquote, when you go to Ukraine. That was another example. But it's a wonder that we're not in a full-blown shooting war with Russia right now. It really is. Those are just a few examples that I've seen just in the last few days. But he's full of these things. And, Russia is a nuclear-armed country, okay? This is not a Middle Eastern country that's a lot weaker than us. So this is a different situation. All right. Wars have been started over such things in history. So it's really unreal to watch it. When I watch the replay of these things, I watch them again 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, he did say that. Got to make it to 2024, And notice too, if you see these clips of him, if you've seen this, you probably noticed, but when he's making these gaffes, look at the people that are around him or behind him or to the side, off to the side. Just notice the look on their face. It's a look of horror, surprise, like, oh crap, looks. It's really something to see. I still think, with regard to Russia, I still think, at least right now, the cyber attack is the biggest, my biggest concern right now. Of course, if this escalates into a shooting match, then we're in another whole nother realm. Then, okay. And there was another report that came out, I believe, yesterday. That another big warning that cyber attacks are coming, and that they're targeting the large power companies. Okay, the power grid is their bullseye, no doubt about it. That's what they want, and it's not going to be a little ransomware thing. They're going to try to knock it out and destroy it. Okay, destroy it from the inside. So that's what they're working on. They've already tried it. I'm sure they're already trying it. And regardless of whether you think where the source is, I know a lot of people think, well, it's going to be internal. That's where the attacks are going to come. The bottom line is we really won't know. Okay, let's say the power gets knocked out. Part of the country gets knocked out as far as power. You're not going to know. The important thing is you need to be prepared as best as we can for this. Yes, it could be overseas. It could be somebody like Russia or China. I guess it could be. It could be something internal. Sure, it could be. But the bottom line is you need to be prepared. So you're not going to know the source. Probably never will. So that's the thing to concentrate on. Okay. What if it goes down? What if you have no electricity? 72 hours. Let's say just 70. I think 72 hours, look out. I mean, I think the way people are behaving these days, this day and time, man, whew. I mean, I don't even know if it takes 72 hours for things to go sideways. It might be 48 hours. So we need to think about this, all right? I know I mentioned security a lot, but looking at our preps here, I will admittedly say that a big hole in our prep is the lack of or size of a MAG, a mutual assistance group. We have some people. Yes, we do have some people. It's not a large group by any means. So you really need to think something we need to work on here for sure, more. But it's something you really need to think about. It's really important. You can't lone wolf this and make it, all right? If this all goes down or, whatever happens, SHTF, even in a short-term SHTF. If you have a mutual assistance group around you, safety in numbers, the better. The more, the better. Okay. Trusted people. Cultivate these relationships now. Know who you can trust or think you can trust, Okay. Be thinking about that. That's my big message right now. I have a good verse to kind of go along with that. That big prep verse of today is Proverbs, one of my favorites. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20 says, "Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." The companion of fools will suffer harm. Notice there he says, he's not talking about so much the fools, talking about the companion of fools. So watch who you walk with. You are who you hang around with in a way. The abusive, toxic people, avoid them. Let them go. Go away. Go the opposite and run the other direction. Okay. You want to be with the people who are supportive, who have your best interests at heart, and who you do the same with. This is mutual, okay? Mutual trust. People who will support you, build you up, people who will be positive, not negative. Just keep that in mind and work towards that, okay? That is my message. Share your thoughts. In the meantime, be careful out there, be aware. God bless you. I'll see you soon.